Students, today we will see the difference between speed and velocity. Yesterday we have studied distance and displacement and what is the difference between them. So today we will see the next speed and velocity. त्याच्याही आधी आपल्याला इथे दिलेले क्वेश्चन्स आपण बघूयात. व्हॉट आर द व्हेक्टर्स अँड स्केलर्स. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज व्हॉट आर व्हेक्टर्स अँड स्केलर्स. द व्हेक्टर्स अँड स्केलर्स आर द टाइप्स ऑफ फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज. Physical quantities, what are physical quantities that you have studied in 6th standard? Different types of quantities: temperature, time, velocity, speed, distance, length, mass. These are all different types of physical quantities. From those physical quantities, they are divided into two types. One is vector quantity and the other is scalar quantity. So what are vectors? The quantity, the physical quantities means the quantity which we measure, that can be measured, they are called as physical quantities. एखादी क्वांटिटी ज्याचं आपल्याला मापन करता येतं त्याला काय म्हटलेलं आहे? फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज. मग त्याच्यामधले कोणत्या टाईप आहे? हा व्हेक्टर क्वांटिटीज. आता व्हेक्टर क्वांटिटीज कशाला म्हणायचं असतं? तर फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज विच हॅव मॅग्निट्यूड अँड डायरेक्शन आर कॉल्ड ॲज व्हेक्टर क्वांटिटीज. म्हणजेच त्या क्वांटिटीजचं मेजर करत असताना आपल्याला त्याचे डायरेक्शन आणि मॅग्नेट्यूड या दोन्ही क्वांटिटीजचा विचार केला जातो. त्याला म्हटलेलं आहे व्हेक्टर क्वांटिटीज. आणि स्केलर क्वांटिटीज कशाला म्हणायचं आहे? द फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज in which only direction is considered and not only magnitude is considered and not a direction, they are called as a scalar quantities. Means here what is the definition of vector quantity? A physical quantity which has a direction and magnitude both is called as a vector quantity. And what is a scalar quantity? A scalar quantity, a physical quantity which has only magnitude but not a direction, is called as a scalar quantity. Now in the second question you have given some different physical quantities and you have to classify them between scalars and vectors. So which are the different quantities given? Distance, speed, velocity, time and displacement, and you have to classify them between two groups, that is one is scalar and the other is vectors. So yesterday we have studied displacement and distance, and while studying these concepts we have studied that distance is a scalar quantity and displacement is a vector quantity. Now speed is a scalar quantity, velocity is a vector quantity, time is scalar quantity. In earlier standards we have studied the concept of speed of object. We have studied it also in 6th standard. So what is the definition of speed? That speed is the distance traveled by an object in unit time is called as speed. The definition of speed is distance traveled by an object in unit time is called as speed, and the formula of speed is given by speed is equal to total distance traveled upon time required, means total distance traveled upon total time taken. That is the definition or formula of speed. The SI unit of speed is meter per second. SI unit of speed is meter per second. Meter is SI unit of distance and seconds is SI unit of time. Now we will see the further concept of velocity. Velocity means what? The velocity is the distance traveled in a particular direction by an object in unit time is called velocity. So while considering or to measure velocity, we take into consideration the direction as well as the distance traveled. Means to measure velocity, we consider the magnitude of distance, how much it has traveled and in which direction it is traveled. So velocity is a vector quantity. Velocity is a vector quantity. Thus velocity is related to displacement. Velocity is related to displacement. So another definition of velocity is the velocity that occurs in unit time is called as velocity. The displacement that occurs in unit time is called as velocity. So the formula for velocity is equal to displacement upon time. Velocity is equal to displacement upon time, and the SI unit of velocity is also meter per second. What is the SI unit? Meter per second. Because here see displacement and distance, both their SI units are same, and their SI unit of displacement and distance is meter. Therefore the SI unit of speed and velocity are also same. SI unit as well as the CGS unit is also same. See here you have given some points. Always we remember the first point is what it is. The units of speed and velocity are same. In the SI system the unit is meter per second, and in CGS system it is centimeter per seconds. The second point is speed is related to distance while velocity is related to displacement. And if the now we have to consider the magnitude of speed and magnitude of